welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly August message for all of the Virgos out in the collective. Please note that this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Virgo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic, intuitive, and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Virgo, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. All right, Virgo, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw. So before we get started, let's go ahead and draw an oracle card to give us an idea of what your overall monthly energy is going to be. So what information and what insight can we offer Virgo this month, Spirit? Virgo. Okay. Oh, I just love these kinds of messages. So Virgo, your message is the now. So I really feel that what this message is really saying to you is that they're wanting you to focus this month on the present moment. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday. It's really about focusing on the now. The only thing that is of importance is what is transpiring in the moment right now. This is how you ultimately create. You are a creator, and I feel that what is present in the moment right now is where your major focus, where your priority should really be. And it's really about setting your sights towards what is transpiring in the moment. I feel the biggest thing with the now card is really about being present in the moment, really paying very close attention to where your energy is going. Because the more that you focus on your past, you end up in the past. And the more that you focus on tomorrow, you end up in the future. And where you actually create your future is in the present moment. It's in the now. So I want you to really focus this month, Virgo, on being in the present moment, being now. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on what is in front of you at this very moment. So let's go ahead and dive into the tarot to add more insight to this message. So remember that the first card up is going to represent where you currently are at the moment here, Virgo. So where you currently are right now is, let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I usually like to take what pops out. But sometimes, okay, we're going to take this one because I'm feeling it. So, okay, where you currently are is the 7 of Pentacles. This does not surprise me at all. The 7 of Pentacles is really about being in a very contemplative state here, Virgo. Really looking at everything that you've worked on, everything that you've accomplished, sort of reaping the rewards of what you have actually done, okay? And this is what I find very interesting with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel a lot of times we tend to be very nitpicky, Virgo, on looking at how big certain things are, right? Like if they're not big enough, we focus on all the things that are the smallest, right? And we start to really sort of criticize ourselves as to, well, if we would have put forth more effort, more energy into this, it would have grown so much bigger and I could have gained so much more from it, right? That can be very damaging, especially, Virgo, when you are being asked to focus on the present moment. Being present in that moment when you are looking at all of your achievements and all of your accomplishments, it's really about stepping into that flow of success, right? It's being grateful for what you have, not wishing that it was different or that it was better, right? Because then you're not really being open to what is, right? Because you're too busy focusing on what could have been instead of focusing on what is. And the 7 of Pentacles is really about gratitude. Understanding that, you know, you've put forth a lot of energy and effort into making these, you know, goals, these visions, these tasks sort of grow and thrive. And if you're too busy focusing on what didn't seed or what didn't occur, then you're not in the now. you're in the past or you're in the future. And your message is to really be in the now. So let's see what your theme is this month. Your theme this month is the Five of Swords in reversed. Okay. A lot of times when I see the Five of Swords, what I'm really seeing is you're not learning. Okay. I feel that if your primary message here is learning to be grateful and to see everything that you've accomplished, learning to be in that present moment of success and accomplishment, and allowing yourself to really focus on the things that make you thrive and that make you fulfilled, then the question you have to ask yourself is, if there are certain things that you worked on, say last year, right? Certain tasks that you worked on that really weren't fulfilling, but you're still forcing yourself to continue to work on those. The question you have to ask yourself is why, right? Are you trying to win at all costs? What are you trying to gain out of that, right? Because you know, like deep in your heart, you know that the things that you've worked on, the things that you have accomplished, they provided you with something here, Virgo. And if you didn't get anything out of that experience, then why are you trying to force yourself to do it again, right? The Five of Swords is really about learning the lessons. And because this Five of Swords is reversed here, Virgo, this is really making me question whether you're really allowing yourself to see the lessons, or if you're really trying to just get one over. Like, one thing, okay, because I'm a Virgo, so I understand this completely. One thing that Virgos tend to do, and I'm really bad at doing this myself, is we try to perfect everything. We try to get things to be at such a level that we're like, yeah, I'm an expert at that. I'm an expert at that, right? But here's the thing. Not everything is meant for us, okay? And I feel this is why Spirit is really wanting you to get focused on the now. I feel that Spirit really wants you to focus on what you're currently feeling in the moment when you are doing something. When you are putting forth energy and effort into it, really focus on how it's making you feel. What energy is it giving you? Okay? Because if it's not joy and it's not love, then that's something that you ultimately need to walk away from, right? Because you're cheating yourself out of accomplishing so much more that would provide you so much more, right? So the question you have to ask yourself here this month with this Five of Swords is, what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to win at all costs? And if so, what is it really teaching you? Are you really learning anything from it? So I think those are some really good questions that you have to ask yourself here this month, because that is ultimately going to help you define, right? It's going to help you get a lot more clear about where you're going to be putting forth your energy and your efforts into, Virgo. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? Love this. You have the Six of Wands here. So this ultimately means a victory here. And I feel that what you're accomplishing is you're going to start to see a lot more success the more defined and the more clear that you become on your intentions in what you are focusing on, right? The more that you focus on the present moment and focus on how you're feeling in the moment, on the actions that you are taking, you're going to start to see dramatic results, like very quickly. And you're going to start to see the success, and you're going to start becoming that person that is going to become the, I said this for one of the signs earlier, the end all be all, right? So I want you to know that this is about you learning to celebrate your strides, okay? And understand that you are going to be successful in that this month. So what do you need to avoid this month here, Virgo? Let's see what you need to avoid. Okay, this is interesting. You got the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. I feel that what this is saying is that so what this is really wanting you to avoid is avoid trying to hoard your resources. You have to understand that you are abundant, you are prosperous. You don't have to know everything, and you don't need everything. So here's the interesting thing, and I feel this is more this this message I can totally relate to. I think a lot of times Virgos, because they want everything to be perfect and they try to perfect everything, they feel like they have to have everything in a structured order, that everything has to be structured and everything has to be organized and it has to be a certain way, right? This is what you're needing to avoid. Understanding that, you know, the people that come into your life, the certain situations and circumstances that come into your life are there to support you. They're there to support you and help you transition through to the next phase of your life, right? But you're not meant to do things one way. Understand that there are multiple ways of how you can accomplish, you know, a specific goal or a specific task or creating a specific dream. So I feel this is what you're needing to avoid. I think that the Ten of Pentacles, because it does speak a lot about property and resources and money, I feel like maybe some of you are either overspending and you're not really allocating the appropriate resources in the appropriate areas. So this is why you're really needing to sort of ponder. You're needing to really reflect, you know, where am I spending the majority of my energy? And why am I spending my energy there? Like, is it fulfilling me? Is it helping me achieve this success that I'm trying to obtain? Or am I just doing it because I'm trying to gain something for all the wrong reasons? Like, that's the most important thing here. So that's what you need to avoid. Now, what do you need to embrace here, Virgo? What do you need to embrace? What is your embrace card? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do, yeah, this one. Okay. Oh my gosh, you got the 2 10s side by side. You got the 10 of Cups is what you need to embrace. Okay, this does not surprise me at all. Okay, and if you've been seeing the number 1010 a lot lately, those are mirrored numbers. This mirrored numbers often represents a leveling up, okay? 10 represents the ending of a cycle, okay? But it also reduces to a 1, and a 1 is about new beginnings. So what you're needing to embrace with this 10 of Cups is you're needing to embrace how certain things, how people, how certain tasks that you are doing, certain situations or circumstances, how they're making you feel, right? Remember, I said this. You know, when you're busy putting forth energy and effort into the things that you're trying to accomplish, and you're not really getting a lot of joy and you're not really getting a lot of excitement from it, the question you have to ask yourself is, why do you continue to do that? Why are you continuing to put forth energy and effort into something that isn't fulfilling to you? What you're needing to embrace is those tasks and those individuals that are filling your cup, that are giving you this sense of joy and this sense of camaraderie and this sense of harmony and this bliss. That is what you're needing to embrace here. So I want you to understand that what this is saying is that the more that you focus on how you feel in the present moment, the more successful you are going to become, and the easier things are going to be for you. Now, what is the obstacle this month? What is the obstacle for Virgo? Ooh, the Tower in reversed. Okay, this means that you are not being open to new ways of doing things. And this is important. The Tower represents destruction, okay? But it also represents the potential to build something new, right? Because when we have, when something falls apart, when something crumbles, right? So the Tower truly represents lightning striking the tower and the tower crumbling. When it all comes crumbling down, all that we're left with is a foundation from which to build upon. And I want you to understand that when it comes to rebuilding your belief structures, or when it comes to rebuilding your life your perceptions on relationships in your life, or your career, or who you are, or what you're here to do, it takes a lot out of you, right? Because you almost feel like you're having to start over here, Virgo. But what this is really saying is that when you can tune in to what you are currently feeling in the moment, this is how you rebuild your foundation, a solid foundation at that. This is where the success is going to come from. This is where you're going to be able to actually see the rewards and reap those rewards and see that ultimate success here. So I want you to understand here that even though it might feel like everything is falling apart and you have absolutely no control over it, right? Because the Tower is really about divine intervention and divine timing. We have to just be resilient to that. We have to allow it to be what it is so that we could then focus on what we are trying to make it become. Okay. Now, what is your support here, Virgo? Your support this month is the 10 of Wands. You have 3 10s, Virgo. 3 10s, okay? This is about letting go. Release control. Stop trying to take on all the responsibility. Quit holding on to all of these burdens that you feel is your burden to carry or is part of your deal. It's not. You have these 3 10s right here, okay? You're needing to let it go. Let it completely go. Stop trying to change it to what you want it to be and just allow it to be what it is, right? Understand that when divine intervention happens, we have no control over that. And even though we want things to happen at a certain time in our mind, in our time frame, we want it to be like right now, right? We have to sort of let go of that. We have to let go of the control and just surrender and just partake in the journey, okay? So your support is understanding that you're still being led by spirit. The universe still has your back and it's still lighting the path for you. All you need to do is follow it, right? But leave all that baggage behind. The baggage isn't going to help you. It isn't going to make things move faster, and it isn't going to help you get there any quicker. Okay. Now, what is your action this month, Virgo? Okay. I feel this one wanted to pop out. Your action is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. This is about your foundation, stability, right? I feel that when you can tune into the heart center, because look at how she's clutching onto this bag at her heart center, right? She's recognizing that the resources that she has, everything that she owns is within her heart, right? It's right at her heart center. It's everything that she values, everything that she has, that she finds worth in, right? You have to be willing to truly live from that space of being heart-centered. The 4 of Pentacles is being balanced in all areas. And I want to point out that, you know, you don't lack anything here, Virgo. I know that you might feel like you're lacking something, but you truly are not. And I want you to understand that the days of you experiencing lack are way behind you. They're no longer a part of this new life that you are creating for yourself. So this is why Spirit is really wanting you to focus on the now, right? Really focus on what you're truly desiring from the heart, because that is what you are going to create, okay? You're not creating from yesterday, you're creating from today. Okay, now what is your advice and your encouragement here, Virgo? Your advice and your encouragement is the 3 of Wands. This is about taking guided action, allowing whatever inspired ideas that come forward lead you. Do not give up hope. Continue to keep the faith. Understand that, you know, when you get that urge to take action, that is when you are meant to take action, right? Because when you put forth energy and effort into something, it is going to provide you. It is going to speed up the process of what comes forward. So let's go ahead and read number 47, the now, and see what the book has to say. Number 47, the now. Time is always on your side. The universe has brought you right here, right now. So be here, now. Nothing else is tangible. You cannot change the past, and you can only change the future by making changes today. Your now is always the only moment when you can actively inspire change. So go ahead and hunker down and take a moment to enjoy a few full, deep breaths. Notice the wonderful life you have already started creating, and trust that you have all the time that you need. When you stop seeing time as something to work against, change can happen in the blink of an eye. Things shift quickly when you are aligned with the divine. Your miracle will flow into your life in perfect arrangement. So begin to act in a way that shows trust in its arrival. Bathe your present day in the experience of your success instead of looking to the far off future to finally realize your dream. Virgo, it doesn't get any better than this. I feel this is probably one of the most heartfelt readings this month for the zodiac. And again, your embrace card is the 10 of Cups, and it's really about that spiritual and emotional fulfillment. And you only get that now. You only get that in what you are currently feeling in the moment. So Virgo, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.